everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today, as you can see by the title, I'm testing another foundation. I've not done a foundation review in ages, it feels like, and I love doing foundation reviews and seeing how they last and what they look like and all of that bump. Today we are testing the Colourpop No Filter foundation. Looks like this in the box, very nice. I picked up the shade Fair 30. I ordered this on the 16th of June and it arrived yesterday, which was the 23rd of June. So just over a week. I'm bad at maths. 4, 5, 6, a week. It took a week to come. That's really good, I think, from America. Although the shipping updates, you know how you can track it, that never updated once. So to me, I didn't expect it to come yesterday, but it did. This is what the bottle looks like, a glass bottle with a white pump. It doesn't have a lid, but the pump does spin, so you can't push it down unless it's, you know, twisted round. It's really minimal, but it's quite pretty. I think it's got little stars all over it. This foundation only contains 25 mils of product, which is 5 mils less than your standard foundations. I'm not sure why they've done that, probably because it's very cheap. I'm going to tell you kind of what the foundation claims to do. Developed for the selfie age, our full coverage natural matte foundation delivers flawless looking skin from day to night. The oil-free lightweight formula blends smoothly and is easily customizable to create the coverage you want. Build it up or sheer it out. It was developed with an innovative soft blurring pigment to deliver true colour while looking and feeling natural. It's 100% cruelty-free and vegan. It cost $12, which is around £8 to £9, so pretty inexpensive. And I think it's 40 shades that they have, 30 or 40 shades. They've got a really, really big shade range, which is really cool. I think it's great for a very inexpensive brand to have released such a large shade range. I think Colourpop kind of could have got away with releasing less, but they just thought, no, we'll do a full shade range. So I think that's really cool. I picked up Fair 30, if I didn't mention it. It's ever so slightly too light, probably one shade too light for me, but as you can see, I made it work just by, you know, putting on powder and bronzer and things. For reference, I have normal to ever so slightly dehydrated skin. My favourite foundation of all time is Clinique Beyond Perfecting or NARS Radiant Luminous. So today I'm going to do a very long wear test, at least 12 hours. So hopefully we can get a really good idea of how long it lasts. One half of my face is primed, the other half isn't, so we can see if that makes a difference as well. And so without further ado, let's jump into me applying the foundation, and then I will check in at the end of the day and show you how it looks. If you haven't already, please do subscribe. The sooner we get to 10k, the sooner I can do a 10k giveaway. And yeah, like this video if you enjoy it, leave me a comment, and let's just jump into it. So as usual, I'm going to prime half of my face, and then we can see if there's any difference like later on in the day as to whether half of my face looks better or not. And my favourite is the Benefit Professional Matte Rescue, just one of the only primers I actually enjoy using, and I'm going to pop this on this side of my face. I don't use a lot of it, but I do really quite like this one. I'm going to use a sponge that's new to me. This is the EcoTools sponge. It comes in a pack of 2. This is so nice and soft. I'm really excited to try this. So let's get the foundation out. So like I've already said, I got Fair 30, which looks like this compared to my skin. Someone asked me to compare it to my Makeup Revolution Pro in terms of shade. So I'll just show you that now. So I'll just use my foundation drops in F2 because that's my favourite Makeup Revolution foundation. So that's my Makeup Revolution F2, which I think suits me almost perfectly. This is Fair 30 from Colourpop. This one's really, really neutral. This one, it looks a bit yellow on camera, but it's more pink. But that's the difference in shades. I should be able to make it work. I hope it works all right, because I mean, I've got work today, so I can't look nuts. I'm just gonna put a few blobs on. It's quite liquidy. It's not a very thick formula. I'm just gonna start patting that out with my sponge. Pretty impressed with the coverage so far. I would say medium at this point. So that then is the foundation on this half, not on this half. Big difference, obviously. Completely evened out my skin tone. I would still say it's more of a medium coverage than a full at this point, but I might go in and add another kind of little pump and see if I can build that up. Blended very easily, very quickly, no issues. So I'll quickly do this side and then we might add like a tiny bit more coverage and see what we can get, but so far so good. First of all, really love this sponge, do recommend, I will link it below. Second, that is it on both sides of my face. I think it applied just as well on the unprimed side as it did on the primed. No easier, no harder to apply or blend. I think it looks slightly better on my primed side just because my pores are kind of less visible, but apart from that, really no difference. Really, really happy with the coverage. I'd say a solid medium. But what I'm going to do is do one pump on my sponge and just use that on my cheeks where I've kind of got the most redness and see if I can build up a little bit of coverage. I think that did help, adding a little bit more on my cheeks. I do feel like it's hidden my redness even better. Colour match wise, definitely one shade too light, not a problem though, that can be fixed very, very easily. I'll go away, do the rest of my makeup and then come back when it's all done. I want to show you though that the time right now is, there you go, it's 9:23 in the morning. Let's just round that off to 9:30 and start and say that's the start of our wear test. So I'll go do the rest of my makeup, come back, show you, and then I won't be able to check in for 12 hours because I'll be at work. So I will show you when I'm done with the rest of my makeup. Focus. I completely forgot, I also got the no filler concealer. I've already done this eye and I think it looks better than this eye. I think you'll agree. It's a nice concealer, it seems really nice, so I'll just put it on camera on this eye. I got Fair 02, very light. It's very, very light. I don't mind a super light concealer to be honest, but maybe I should have gone up a shade or two, but I don't think they actually had it available on the site when I ordered. I think they were kind of sold out of other ones, so I'll be able to make it all work. I'd rather my makeup was too light and I had to adjust it than too dark. This concealer blends so easily on top of this foundation. It's got a really nice, I'd say, medium coverage to it. Yeah, I can really see myself picking this up on a daily basis to use. Very brightening under my eyes, which I like. But yeah, I just thought I would quickly show you that. I do think it is worth the price. It's only $6, which is like £3.85 or something. It's so cheap. So if you're willing to like wait for shipping, then I do think it's really, really nice. Anyway, I'll go finish off the rest of my makeup now and then I'll be back. So I've got the rest of my makeup on now. I'll list it down below, but basically eyes are the Nabla Soul Blooming palette and then my lips are Jeffree Star Mannequin. I've just ordered a new I'm Nude and I'm very excited for it to arrive because it's my favourite nude of all time, except ABH Milkshake, because this to me is too dark, but it'll do for today. It kind of matches the eyes. In terms of makeup applying over the foundation, it all applied really well. I will say with the addition of my face powder, I used the Maybelline Matte Maker as always. It's gone a bit kind of dry looking and a bit kind of powdery looking. So what I'm going to do is use a setting spray. I don't usually do this during reviews, so it's not actually really a setting spray. I'll show you which one I mean. I'm going to use my why do I pronounce that weird? Mario Badescu facial spray with aloe, green tea and cucumber. I can't speak this morning. And I'm just going to use this to try and kind of settle the powders on my face. and hopefully that'll soak up any excess. It's not really a setting spray, so it shouldn't kind of, you know, change the longevity or anything of the foundation, but I just think I needed it. I think it's because it's a matte foundation, so it's not really liking the fact that I put a lot of powder on top. Anyway, the time now is 10 to 11. Like I said, I won't be able to do any check-ins probably until about 10 o'clock this evening, so I'll definitely give this foundation a really good wear test. I'm not going to touch it up at all, so the only thing I'm taking with me is my lipstick to work, but the rest of my makeup will stay as it is, and hopefully it looks okay. I do tend to get very oily on my nose in particular, so we will see how it lasts. So I will see you in 2 seconds in YouTube time, but a long time in real time. Alright, so I am just back from work. The time is almost 9:30 on the dot, 21:31. This whole face, I haven't touched up anything, not even my lipstick. And you can probably see how shiny I am through my T-zone and on my kind of, well, the center of my forehead, especially here, my nose. That's where I do tend to get shiny anyway, even after like 6 hours, and this has been on for just over 12. On the whole, I would say that this foundation still looks really good. Like from this distance, I think it still looks really good. But up close, it is definitely settled into my fine lines. So it's settled into the fine lines of my forehead, under my eyes, and also in my smile lines really quite badly. I'll show you. You can probably see how oily it looks, like around the crevices of my nose and like on my nose and around here. And then yeah, it's settled into the fine lines under my eyes and on my forehead. Looks so bad. But I do think on the whole, for a $12 foundation, it's done really well, and I will definitely wear this again. Like I've enjoyed testing it and wearing it. It's also, I should mention, it's been incredibly hot today in Edinburgh. It's been like 23 degrees. I was sitting outside for probably like an hour in the sun. And obviously at work I'm running around being busy, so I have kind of put it through its paces somewhat, and I would say I am impressed. I would recommend it for the price. I think it's good, but I do think I have better foundations, in all honesty, that I would recommend before buying this, especially if you're UK based and you have to order it from America. Although I didn't pay customs on my order, I still have to wait a week. And yeah, I'd probably recommend other foundations over this, like the L'Oreal Infallible Matte or Max Factor Lasting Performance, something like that. But I do like it, and I will continue to wear it. You'll see me use it in videos like to come. I'm just gonna like powder my T-zone and show you like what a huge difference that will make. When I've just got a bit of translucent powder, I'll just use my Milani one that I've got here. See how good that looks again? Like I don't feel like it's worn off anywhere. Even around my jaw, I still think it looks good. So it's definitely not worn off. I think my natural oils are just peeking through, which I expected would happen. And now I feel like, you know, if I was going out for drinks or anything, I would feel fine. I'd just put more lipstick on, basically. It's even settled the fine lines on my forehead. Like my fine lines look better now that I've put a bit of powder on top of them. So yeah, I would recommend this foundation if you can be bothered with ordering it from America and then waiting for it. So let me know what you think of this foundation. Do you think it looks good on my skin, or do you think I've got foundations that look a lot better? Are you tempted to pick it up? Let me know down in the comments down below. If you enjoyed this, please do give it a thumbs up. Also tell me what foundations you want me to try next. It is my hobby. Collecting foundations is a bit of a passion of mine, so whatever foundations you want tested, let me know down below and I will try and test them. And yeah, I really hope I will see you in my next video. Bye! wave. Bye. I'm tired.